I just smelled someone. And it didn't smell like me.
Ever. It's never ever sounded like anything like that.
They went into the wilderness looking for peace, a quiet escape from everything. But what they found instead was something far more disturbing. Nights that started off calm, quickly turning into moments of fear, confusion, and encounters they were never prepared for. Because when you're out there, miles away from anyone, you're not always as alone as you think. Tonight, you'll witness a mine most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. And as these stories unfold, you might start to realize the real danger isn't always nature. Sometimes it's something else entirely. Let's begin. 1. German woods. Solo camper. They went out looking for a quiet night in nature. But what they found instead was something far more unsettling. Tonight, you'll witness moments that were never meant to be seen. And sometimes what lurks in the woods is far darker than you expect. This first video comes from Generic Chris. It's July 26, 2025, when Chris sets out into the German woods for his very first solo overnight camp. His plan is simple: build a tarp shelter, cook outdoors, and spend the night alone in the forest. At first, everything goes as expected. He sets up his tarp, carefully tying knots he prepared for, even relying on screenshots since he has no internet access. As he works, he talks through the process, trying to stay focused. But even early on, there are signs that this night won't go as planned. At one point, while resting in his hammock, he notices people walking nearby with a dog. The moment immediately breaks the illusion of isolation, because suddenly, he realizes he's not as alone as he thought, and as the night continues, the forest begins to change. Strange noises begin to fill the silence. At first, he tries to convince himself they're natural, but the unease doesn't go away. Instead, it grows. Watch this.
So, I brought a tarp because it will rain today. I don't know if I have enough space. And I don't know if I have enough time to set up a completely new camp. But we're going to see. Alright, so that side is easy. You just put it through here. I don't have internet here, so at least I took like screenshots of all the stuff, like the knots and everything. I'm really proud of that one though. I have done a trucker's hitch and another hitch, whatever. You hear that? It's really good and the tension. Very nice. So you shouldn't just throw your stuff on the ground because it will get caught up. Alright, both sides are secured. So my biggest fear in this trip just came real, man. There were people there. I mean, I'm just chilling, like in the hammock, and there's people walking their dog. Yeah, gotta say, life in the woods, pretty chill. Alright, let's see if I can actually lie down here. And if I could sleep. Oh yeah. Bro. That is almost too comfortable. It's been raining all day. It will rain in the night. But I feel very good about my shelter. I don't know what I expected, but it's really quiet. You can just sit here Just do nothing. Nice. I just wanted to check how obvious it is from further back, and it's pretty damn fucking obvious. Well, swinging like this is actually kind of relaxing. And there's just so many fucking weird noises. Yeah. Let's see if I really sleep here the whole night. It's going to be fucking creepy, man. Yeah, it's very creepy, I'll say that. It's fucking creepy here. Yeah, I don't know if you have noticed, but I'm not an outdoors guy, so this is all pretty new to me. Never done this before. Mosquitoes are coming out, but yeah, I got the mosquito net, I guess, for that. Gonna use it if I have to. I'd rather sleep without the net, honestly, because this forest fucking creeps me out. Okay, so this is the final setup from the inside. Well, not final, but I've put this side down too, so it's like an A shape. Just past 8, but it's already getting cold. I got this thing here, and in the car I got the sleeping bag, but I'd rather not go and get the sleeping bag, honestly. So then I gotta find my way to the car and back here. And as I said, not the most outdoors person. I don't know what I expected. Like, there's nothing much to do here. Yeah, those were the noises. Just then. Oh man, there's like I'm in the middle of Germany, so there's like nothing here that could actually harm me except like wild boars. But weird how that goes. I'm 32 years old and still I'm afraid of like being in the forest when it gets dark. What fucks me up a bit about this sleeping situation, and is the reason why I still haven't put this side down, and I hope I don't have to, is that once the tarp is set, like, I don't see shit, man. Alright, well that is just too beautiful. Half an hour and it's gonna be gone, but it came out again. And yeah, very nice. That kinda lifts the spirit a little bit and makes us a whole lot less creepy. I'm gonna enjoy this now. Sometimes you just gotta put the camera away and like be in the moment, maybe. Okay, so I am on a quick mission to find my car, because I do need to get this sleeping bag. It will get so fucking cold if I don't, but I need to hurry because the sun is already gone, so it will get quite dark really quick. Bro, I would have never found this in the dark, and I wanted to cook. But the creepy thing, I just smelled someone. That sounds weird. But you know how some people, it's not like bad smell, like just body odor or like their smell. And it didn't smell like me. Well, it is getting creepy again. Fucking weird. Okay, so that's what's for dinner. Mashed potatoes with minced meat. Please bring water. Fucking hell. Well, you're probably wondering, how is that? It's got meat in there, potatoes. It's actually not that bad. Not that bad. Right, it's fully dark. It's almost 10. I'll try to get some sleep now. It's very creepy. I closed the tarp, so yeah, whatever happens, that's all the protection from the wind and weather that I'm gonna get. And yeah, it's midnight, so I'll try to get some sleep. Good morning. 4:26. That's like exactly when I said I would wake up. Let's see what the forest looks like right now. Let's go. Alright, we are out. Oh, there we are. Right, what I think this is the way. Man, fuck it. Alright. So without this thing, the backtracking feature, I wouldn't have found my way back for sure. And there's the car. I don't know if you can see it because it's pretty fucking dark. And even though I got 2 flashlights, I can barely see shit. Alright. We made it out of the forest. You can just see the dawn approaching. Like, just about, if you look into the sky.
As the evening deepens, Chris begins, reflecting on how uncomfortable he feels. Even at 32 years old, he admits that being alone in the dark forest still unsettles him. Logically, he knows the biggest threat might be wild boars, but the real fear comes from what he can't see. The sounds continue, unclear, unfamiliar, and then something changes again. Chris notices a scent, not strong, not aggressive, but unmistakably human. And more importantly, not his. That realization shifts everything. Because now it's no longer just about noises in the forest. Now it feels like someone else might actually be out there, watching, following. Even later, while returning from his car with supplies, the feeling comes back again. The same scent. The same presence, and no one in sight. Despite the fear, Chris pushes through the night, cooks his meal, and waits for morning. By sunrise, he safely returns to his car. But the experience leaves him with one clear thought. Sometimes the most unsettling part of the wilderness isn't the animals, it's the possibility that you're not alone. 2. Davy's camp, the man with pipes. For most people, camping alone in the wilderness means preparing for nature. Wild animals, weather, isolation. But sometimes, the real danger isn't any of those. This next clip comes from Davy's Dash, a Canadian YouTube channel focused on solo camping and wilderness survival. It's June 7th, 2025. Davy heads out for a solo overnight trip, planning to sleep under the stars with minimal gear. No tent, no barriers, just him and the open wilderness. Everything starts off calm, peaceful, exactly what he expected. But that changes fast, late into the night, while he's asleep. Something wakes him up. Movement. Close. Too close. And when he opens his eyes, he realizes he's not alone. Watch this.
Do you need my light to help you get out of here?
No.
No? You know how to get out?
Would you mind just give me a few minutes? I'm still in my sleeping bag.
Why are you in your sleeping bag? You knew there was somebody in a tent here. You knew that. Do you think they're going to feel comfortable falling asleep in the middle?
Well, that's where I was sleeping. until the homeless man with 2 fucking goddamn fucking steel pipes come fucking walking into my camp about 10 feet away from me while I was sound asleep. Like, thank God I woke up before he actually like started battering me with those pipes, because I'd be in a hell of a mess. I'd be in a hell of a mess right now. So thankfully I woke up. But where there's one, there's many. I know that. There's never a homeless camp with just one person.
It's not that fucking difficult to respect other people, is it? So start showing some fucking respect if you want respect. Do you need my light to help you get out of here?
No?
No? You know how to get out?
Would you mind just giving me a few minutes? I'm still in my sleeping bag.
Why are you in your sleeping bag? You knew there was somebody in a tent gear. You knew that. Do you think they're gonna feel comfortable falling asleep in the middle of the night with a fucking stranger 20 feet away? Do you honestly think that? The answer is no, and you wouldn't feel comfortable either, would you?
All right,
no, you wouldn't. Fair enough. Fair enough.
My apologies.
That's fair enough, mate.
My apologies. I will push on.
I already got a hold of fucking RCMP, told them to fuck get over here and deal with their fucking shit, because I'm sick of this fucking bullshit, mate.
No, that's the homeless guy. We'll deal with him later. Right now, let's just get out of here. He's all jibbed up or something. And one thing you can't do is trust a fucking gibber. So let's go. Also have the bear spray on me. I have my fucking bear spray on me. Alright, well, that's where I was sleeping. Until the homeless man with 2 fucking goddamn fucking steel pipes come fucking walking into my camp about 10 feet away from me while I was sound asleep. Well, I guess we know who needs his fucking teeth knocked down his fucking throat now, doesn't he? But that will be a battle for another day. That is not our concern tonight. Our concern tonight is being somewhere safe and getting some kip. So, alright, well, I guess we're shoving off. But that motherfucker had better fucking watch the fuck out, because all I should do is just got up and fucking throttle him. But again, he had 2 steel pipes in his hand, 10 feet away from where I was sleeping. And yeah, that's it's not gonna work for me right now, so let's just fucking go.
When Davey wakes up, he sees a man standing just 10 feet away from him, in complete darkness, holding 2 steel pipes. The shock is immediate. He's alone, far from help, and face to face with someone whose intentions are completely unknown. The situation is tense, unpredictable, and potentially dangerous. Even after the man leaves, the fear doesn't go away, because Davey knows something important. Where there's one person, there could be more. Realizing the risk, he gathers his gear and moves, quietly, carefully, using his GPS to navigate through the darkness. The decision isn't easy, but it's necessary, because staying there could have made things worse. By the end of the night, he finds a safer spot and continues, but the experience changes everything. What started as a peaceful camping trip turned into a reminder that the wilderness isn't always empty, and sometimes the real danger is another person. 3. Haunted forest. Night encounters. There are places in the world that just don't feel right. Even before anything happens, you can feel it. This next video comes from Night Encounters, a channel known for documenting strange and unexplained activity at night. It's July 27th, 2023. The group heads into a forest said to have a history of eerie encounters. At first, it's just another exploration, walking through a quiet path, talking, joking. But then, they start noticing things. Strange sounds, movement in the distance, what looks like someone walking. But no one is clearly there. The deeper they go, the worse it gets. The noises don't stop. They change. Laughter, hissing, shuffling. And then something else. Their cameras begin to glitch, fog, distortion, as if something is interfering. And instead of leaving, they decide to go further, even attempting a ritual-like game at 3 a.m. And that's when things become even more unsettling. Watch this.
Wait, put it up to the other side?
Look.
No.
This side is like,
Oh,
it's even more dry. Look, this is wet. That means like someone had to like maybe throw it, or like it came from like the grass, because the grass is all wet right now.
oh yeah.
But dude, oh no, it doesn't make any sense, dude. Kind of weird.
Bro, what is this? Like, what is this concrete place? What was here? Like a parking lot?
No idea.
Oh no,
It's just like super abandoned and stuff.
it's creepy, bro.
Yeah, it is. Another trail.
Bro, this is like a weird smell here.
It is.
Bro, should we get out? It's getting so late that we want to sleep soon also. Do you hear like a squeak?
Dude, oh no.
Bro,
Get back. Get back to the campfire. Wait, take this. Get back to the camp. Let's just get to the tent.
wait, bro. Look at the moon. Wait, zoom into the moon. Bro, look at it. See it?
Yeah. Dude, let's get to the tent, okay?
Wait.
Face up.
Did you even like weird?
Oh no, just like we thought there was someone like there.
But look, 151.
Dude. Okay. Let's get to the tent, okay? Let's go.
It's actually creepy.
Dude, look, there's like an entrance.
You think I want to be here right now, bro? Bro, look.
Dude, I don't want to be here.
1 hour ago, we thought we did something crazy. But this?
Dude, look at the freaking house.
Can't see it really well though on the camera. Bro, I just got creeped out. I got chills. Bro! Oh.
Can't go now.
Bro, there's somebody now. Upstairs. I swear. No, bro, I swear.
There's like no upstairs.
I swear. Bro, what the fuck was that?
Let's go with the circle from there. It takes us to the same road.
Let's go from here. Bro, you sure?
Yeah, we could get something, you know? What's the worst that could happen? You said that before,
Yeah, but I'm creeped like.
walk like, we're on the flat trail, then we go right. And then we're pretty much at the same trail where we were before,
What
just
if
on a different side of the
we
creek.
go like from that and to a different side? What if?
I don't know. Let's just go.
Bro, you sure?
Yeah, let's try a little bit.
Have you looked at the house?
Yeah, let's take a quick look. So we can't be standing around.
Bro, how do... Bro, get
You
out.
see the house?
Bro, I see the house.
Camera.
Oh.
There's two actual guys there.
They're walking up here.
Oh no, I think I haven't even been here.
Bro, this is my first time here. You gotta like...
I've been here before.
Well, you've been to the house place.
Yeah.
But what if they're like... behind us?
No way. Yeah, let's walk a little bit. Let's find just a
What?
hiding spot.
Doesn't go right, like...
I don't even know where we're going.
Bro, it doesn't like... there's like a big ring we have to go if we want to go back.
We just go from there. We'll just walk for a little bit, okay?
Alright. That's so creepy, bro.
Okay, you know what we'll do actually?
What?
Let's just, since it is already, it's 3:09. We just go. We do the Deadman's Tag, or slash the Devil's Hide and Seek. At 3 AM, pick up the camera. We pick up the camera when we find a spot we started at. So yeah, see you then. Just recording?
Yep.
Okay. Pretty much, we start the ritual now.
Found the place, so...
Yeah, it's 3:19 actually. We were running around the area because we saw some weird guys near the water.
Bro,
So yeah, that like creeped us really out. But pretty much gonna do the ritual called Deadman's
tag, bro.
Deadman's Tag or the Devil's Hide and Seek. Pretty much it works like this. We have to find a home place somewhere that we could like return to in case anything goes like super bad. We're gonna choose this tree over here.
Yep.
As you can see.
Looks like the devil's tree, man. Like
Yeah,
we only have
it's
it
really
near the
creepy.
house.
Yeah, exactly. So now pretty much gonna put our hands on the tree, gonna say some words, and then we'll have a countdown of how much?
60.
Let's do 60 seconds, okay? So we have 1 minute to hide. I think we'll go somewhere into the woods,
Yeah, like there.
and then creepy stuff should basically happen. And to end this ritual, we have to come back here, put our hand on the tree, and yell safe, then do another chant, okay? So yeah, let me pull up the chant in it real quick.
As the night continues, the group ventures deeper into the forest. The sounds never fully stop. If anything, they get worse. Unexplained noises echo from all directions. At times, it sounds like something is moving just out of sight. Close enough to hear, but never close enough to see. Even their equipment begins acting strangely. Cameras glitch. Focus shifts. The footage becomes unreliable. At one point, they believe they hear something approaching, even what sounds like a bike. But no rider ever appears. The tension builds and builds until it's no longer just curiosity. It's fear. Eventually they leave, shaken, confused, and unable to explain what they experienced. Because sometimes, it's not what you see in the woods that scares you, is what you can't. 4. Wandering Simon. The unsettling camp. Not every disturbing moment in the wilderness comes from something obvious. Sometimes, it's just a feeling. The kind of feeling you can't explain, but you know something isn't right. This next video comes from Wandering Simon, a UK-based creator known for solo wild camping across remote areas. It's December 19th, 2024. Simon arrives at Harlow Reservoir in Scotland, planning a quiet camping trip. Everything looks fine at first. He sets up his gear, prepares his food, and tries to settle into the environment. But almost immediately, something feels off. The weather is dull, the atmosphere feels heavy, and the area doesn't feel as isolated as he expected. People are nearby. Voices echo through the trees. Footsteps pass close to his camp. At first, it's easy to ignore, but then the small details start adding up. A strange smell in the air, signs that people have been there recently, and an overall feeling that this place isn't as peaceful as it should be. Watch this.
Very strange.
Smoke. Still need some time. That is getting there. I've also got this garlic bread. Just put it, I don't know, maybe on top of it. Oh, this is so much better than yesterday. The worst thing that can happen to you during camping is unfortunately meeting other people that are annoying. Why do people have to be annoying? I do not know. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Mac and cheese is ready. Is it hot? Nope. There you go. Look at that. There's my tobacco. Can't see anything. Vanilla flavoured. This is my nice pipe. There you go, look at that, Gandalf style. Cold, but it was very windy, so my tent was just flapping about, and I can see there's a little bit of condensation here and there, but nothing major, so that's good. This is the worst part of camping, packing up. I'll see you soon.
Simon continues setting up, the tension doesn't go away. If anything, it gets worse. At one point, someone walks directly past his camp with dogs. He greets them, but they don't respond. No acknowledgement, just silence. And that silence feels deliberate. Combined with everything else, the atmosphere becomes too much. The interruptions, the noise, the feeling of being watched. Eventually, Simon makes a decision. He packs up, leaves, and returns the next day to try again in a different spot. The second attempt is calmer, more controlled, but even then, the unease never fully disappears, because sometimes it's not what happens around you, it's how a place makes you feel. And in places like this, that feeling is hard to ignore. 5. Nikki. The campsite conflict, camping alone, already comes with its own risks. Isolation, uncertainty, and being completely on your own. But sometimes, the situation doesn't come from the environment. It comes from other people. This next clip comes from Nikki TV, a creator who documents solo camping and outdoor adventures. It's January 19th, 2025. Nikki heads out for her first solo camping trip of the year. Everything starts off peaceful. She sets up her tent, organizes her gear, and prepares for what should be a calm night. But just as things settle, everything changes. A group suddenly arrives. Multiple vehicles, several people, and immediately, there's a problem. They claim the campsite. Watch this.
Which I knew there was going to be a chance of. So, looks like we're going to be packing up in the rain, which is okay. I didn't bring my raincoat or my poncho, but it'll be okay. But first, what I'm going to do before I even get out of the 4Runner is I'm going to try to straighten up the area inside here. That way when I get out, I don't have to do a lot of that running on each side of the car, opening up the doors, getting this done and getting this done. This part's already done, and I can just do what I gotta do underneath the rain tarp, because it's usually the very last thing that I take down. And that'll try to help me keep dry a little bit, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then coffee, you know. I really need to clean my 4Runner up. It's in bad shape.
group insists that the site was double booked, but Nikki knows that isn't true. Her name is clearly listed on the reservation tag. She's been there for hours, and everything was confirmed. Still, the group doesn't back down. Instead, they begin setting up around her. Close. Too close. Loud. Disruptive. And suddenly, what was supposed to be a peaceful solo trip becomes something uncomfortable, even intimidating. Outnumbered and unsure how things might escalate, Nikki makes a choice. She avoids confrontation, moves her belongings, and decides to sleep inside her vehicle instead. It's not what she planned, but it's safer, because sometimes the smartest move is knowing when to step away. 6. Cursed Urban, the Watcher in the Woods. There are moments in the wilderness where things stop feeling natural, where something shifts, and you can't explain why. This part comes from Cursed Urban, a channel focused on paranormal investigations and unexplained encounters. It's September 16th, 2025. The investigator heads into a dense forest in Illinois. At first, everything seems normal. Open fields, quiet trails, nothing unusual. But then, things begin to change. He starts hearing footsteps behind him. Not constant, not clear, but enough to notice. And every time he stops, the sound stops too. At first, it could be imagination, but then he smells something. Bug spray. Fresh. Close. And yet, no one is there. That's when the unease begins. And it only gets worse. Watch this.
Nice view, though. Really nice view up here. But let me check the map again. I might be going in the wrong direction. Yeah, I might be going in the wrong direction. I might need to go back the other way. I'm getting spanked by these mosquitoes right now. Yeah, we're going back the other way, guys. There's nothing here. It just leads to more and more fields, so we're going to head back. And I'm going to check out the other section of the forest that I originally planned on before I got. So before I let myself get misdirected over here in search of more fruitful, or in search of greener pastures, which I did find the greener pastures, but I don't like them. I want to find the darker, more shadowy pastures, so I'm going to head back the other way. Alright, I am going to cut through this way, guys. We're going to go to a different area, like I said. I'm going to cut through this way. But, so, there's been kind of a new development, because I think this way is a shortcut back, actually. So, there's been kind of a, turn this down. Dude, nothing is going right tonight. There's been kind of a new development. So, as I was walking back from that last spot, I thought I heard somebody walking behind me, like far behind me. And then whenever I heard them, I would stop, and it would stop. I backtracked a little bit, and I didn't see anybody. And I kept walking, and then they would keep walking. I don't know if it's my imagination, but here's the thing. When I backtracked, I smelled that same bug spray smell, but I did not see anybody. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm going to I'm definitely going to see if this way is a shortcut up here. Whoa, wait a second. Dude, I just saw a light. I just saw a flashlight through the trees. I definitely just saw a flashlight through the trees. Yeah. Oh, there it is right there. You guys see that? Right. And they're not moving. And they just shut it off when I turn my... Hello? Hello? I'm just hiking. How you doing? Dude, that's scary. I don't like that. I don't like that. I saw their light and they turned off. Then they turned it on again. And then I turned mine on and they shut theirs off and they are not replying to me. I don't like that one bit. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, no. Hopefully this is a shortcut because I definitely don't want to go. I don't want to go by them. Number 2 acorn I've gotten stared by. All right. Okay, there's that light. There's a light up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's where I parked. Oh yeah, it is a shortcut. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it is a shortcut. This takes me right back to the parking lot. All right, cool. So I don't have to backtrack and go back down that way. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna go up there and head to the other area, and hopefully whoever this person is will not follow me. Okay, so we're a little ways away from that area that I was just at, and hopefully we'll be left alone.
As he continues deeper into the forest, the situation escalates. He spots a light in the distance, a flashlight. Someone is there, but they don't respond. When he turns his light on, they turn theirs off. When he calls out, silence. No movement. No voice. Just presence. Then, something else. He notices reflective eyes in the darkness. At first, it looks like animals. But the way they stare, the way they don't move, feels unnatural. And then the final moment, he sees someone near his car, standing there, shining a light, watching. That's when he decides. It's over. He leaves immediately. Because at that point, it's no longer curiosity, it's risk. And sometimes, the difference between a story and something worse is knowing when to walk away. 7. Shropshire Hills. Midnight visitors before. Some people go into the forest for peace. Others comes from Brendan, a UK-based creator who documents van life, conversions, and wild camping trips across the countryside. It's September 8th, 2025. Brendan and his friend Steve arrive at a remote woodland car park in the Shropshire Hills, planning a quiet, overnight stay. They park their vans, settle in, and prepare for a calm night. As the sun begins to set, the temperature drops. They joke with each other, talking about the night ahead, even mentioning how different the area feels once darkness takes over. During the day, it's normal. Dog walkers, peaceful. But at night, it changes. Curtains close, lights dim, and the forest grows quiet. At first, everything feels normal, still, calm, But then, that silence breaks. Watch this.
Time to batten down the hatches. Getting a little bit chilly now, so I think it might be time to close the side door in a minute. You wouldn't have thought it was August when the sun sets. It does get a bit nippy. Sun's starting to dip. Side door's closed. So I think we will start closing these curtains a little bit now, especially as the chances of the more nefarious characters coming to this car park are starting to increase slightly as the night draws in. In the day, you get dog walkers. At the night, you get the dogs. So I think we'll keep our curtains closed.
All right, mate. I've got
all right, yeah.
tea, mate.
It's been a lovely evening, mate. And if you have any knocks in the night, just give us 2 honks, and I'll come running and I'll help you out. All right.
Can't wait.
Just don't show them that flipping selfie stick. They'll think you're here for other reasons, mate. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning, mate. See you later. Oh, what a good night, eh? That has been really good tonight. Just the 2 of us in the Polcoppice Woods, chilling out, having a good bit of food. I think I'll get the bed set up, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Excuse the flickery lights in the background. I can't put them on too bright, but I think we may have our first woof woof person. Engine running. Parked up. There's multiple people inside that car. Bloody all turning up now. Oh, even a bloody midweek stopover won't stop them. Oh my god. Oh, they've only just gone. Maybe now I can try and sleep. Oh. Good morning from my pit. Sound of the sheep this morning woke me up quite early, probably just before 6 a.m. But apart from a couple of the pullers in last night who disturbed my sleep somewhat.
As midnight approaches, headlights suddenly cut through the darkness. A car pulls into the lot, then another, and another. Voices drift through the night air, echoing around the trees. Inside their vans, Brendan and Steve stay, quiet, watching, listening, trying to understand what's happening. More vehicles arrive. The once empty car park begins to fill with strangers. Their purpose is unclear. Their presence, unsettling. For nearly half an hour, they remain there, lingering, moving around, talking, and all Brendan can say is, they're all turning up now. Eventually, the night passes. By morning, everything is gone. The woods return to normal, quiet again. But the feeling remains, because sometimes it's not what happens. It's the fact that you don't know why it happened at all. 8. Heidi, face to face with a bear. Most people go into the woods expecting to encounter nature. Animals, silence, isolation. But sometimes, that encounter gets closer than you ever expect. This next clip comes from Lil Red Heidi Hood, a US-based outdoor creator known for hunting, fishing, and cabin life content. It's December 3rd, 2023. Heidi heads out for an evening hunt during the final days of deer season. She sets up in a blind placed along a ridge, surrounded by thick trees. The setup isn't ideal. Limited visibility. Only a few narrow openings to see through. But she commits to staying for hours. As time passes, everything feels normal. She snacks quietly, watches the woods, listens to the natural sounds around her. Squirrels, branches shifting, nothing unusual, until something appears from a distance, moving directly toward her. Watch this.
This blind was really hard to hunt out of because I didn't know which side something may be coming from, and it was just so thick all around me that I really only had like a few windows, I guess you could call it shooting lanes, out each blind window. Oh my gosh. You guys, that's insane. That thing was literally like nose to nose with me, and I freaked out and I said boo. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. I saw him running from like so far away, and he came literally straight to me, and my blind window is like all the way down, and he literally came and like looked in the window like at my face, and he was like making me this I don't know what he was gonna do. I was so scared. I should have probably waited and just seen like what he was gonna do, but man, that was crazy. It's like the only thing I've seen so far except a million squirrels, but that was crazy. Whoa. Also, I forgot to mention, I threw out that apple. After I ate it, I threw it out the blind. And that's probably what he smelled. I don't know. Yeah, there's probably about 45 minutes until dark, so we'll see if we see anything else.
she sees next happens fast. A bear emerges from the trees, not wandering, not passing by, coming straight toward her. Within moments, it's right there, face to face, just inches away from the blind, looking directly inside, at her. Frozen, she reacts instinctively, shouting, startling it. The bear immediately backs off and disappears into the forest. The entire moment lasts only seconds, but the impact lasts much longer. Looking back, Heidi believes the scent of food and apple core she tossed earlier may have drawn it in. A small detail, with big consequences, because in the wilderness, even the smallest actions can lead to something unexpected, and sometimes danger comes closer than you ever imagined. This final clip comes from Grizzly Gaz, a UK-based creator known for wild camping and outdoor adventures. Often alongside his dog, Fendi. It's September 7th, 2025. Gaz sets up camp in a familiar woodland area beside a small stream. The night begins peacefully. A small fire crackles. Water flows steadily nearby. Fendi rests beside him. Everything feels calm, normal. He jokes with the camera, talks casually, nothing out of place, until he hears something, a sound in the stream, then again, and then something else, a smell, strong, close, and suddenly, the atmosphere shifts. Watch this.
You get a bit of warmth, have you? Can you even see her? Let me turn the light on. There we go. Oh, you farted, you little scruff. Don't get your ass too close to that, mate. It'll will explode. Just heard a rock again in that stream. Do you reckon it's them American crayfish doing some star jumps or something, and squats? It's full of them in here. Signal crayfish. There she goes, look, into the wilderness. The fire's died down now, so me and Fendi are just gonna chill out for a bit and just enjoy the peace and quiet. That's my view. That's Fendi's view. What's that there? Fucking cows, look. Motherfucker. Oh, they've got horns. Can you see them? For fuck's sake. Stay there, Fendi. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I didn't even hear him. Didn't even hear him come down. I just smelt cow shit. Oh, there's more. Oh, Fendi's just added to the smell. Did you hear that? Our Fenzel. Yeah. chill out, mate. No, you're not getting out. This has turned into an interesting night then, hasn't it? People always say that, you know, that I fake stuff in my videos. I mean, how do you fake stuff like this? Cows aren't even supposed to be in this field, but, well, they're not even supposed to be on my estate, but they still come up onto our estate in the morning. See crazy lady across the road shooing them off with a jacket. As if, man.
Mate, calm down. Just chill out, mate. It's alright, they won't get you. Yeah, people come down on quads. There used to be barbed wire where the cows and that cross over, but people on quads have come round and cut out barbed wire so they can drive the quads through stream and whatnot. But that means all cows and that just go wherever they want now. Weird, I didn't hear them. And they were right there as well. Probably 15 metres away. I just smelt cow shit. And then when I turned torch on, they were there staring at me with horns out. Oh dear. Follow me everywhere, don't they? Mind you, everything seems to follow me, doesn't it? I don't know, Fenzel.
I'm not going to be able to settle now for a bit. You're not either, are you, mate? Ones with horns, look. Fenzel in hammock there, look. Oh, they're still hanging about, look. See, eyes. They're going to have a field day in here as well. You get it? Badum-tsh. Got all long grass. They're going to be in here for hours, man. Hours. That's it. I'm doing one. Can't be arsed with these cows. I need to get away from them. They're going to be here all night because grass is just well long. We've got a buffet down here. And they're just going to be bothering me all night. But if you like the idea of horror movies and like the video, and if you like the video, oh, there's more here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fendi, come here. Let me put her at lead. And if you like the idea of me maybe just doing some night investigations rather than camping, because I never seem to get to camp anyway, do I? We'll just go out in van somewhere and do some night investigations. Whew, right, I'm gonna have to play Squid Games now with these cows. Is that your mum over there? Oh, there's some more down there. Right, come on, Fendi, let's get out of here. No, you don't need to play with me, dog. Come on, Fendi. It's alright. Chill, Winston. Thank you for not trampling us. Right, see ya.
Gaz turns on his light and immediately freezes, eyes reflecting back at him in the darkness. Not one, several. A herd of cows has silently surrounded his camp, standing just meters away, watching. He didn't hear them approach, didn't see them coming. They were just there, their eyes glowing in the beam of his light. Fendi becomes uneasy. The tension builds. The silence feels heavier. Minutes pass. But the animals don't move. They stay, watching. And at that moment, Gaz realizes he can't relax. Not like this. Not surrounded. So he makes a decision. He packs up, leaves, and ends the night early. Because what started as a peaceful camp turned into something far more uncomfortable. And sometimes, it's not predators or the unknown. It's the sudden presence of something you never heard coming.